Yeah, the tree has a bit of a...
And it's leaning to one side.
I don't think it is. I think it's straight.
Look at it from this way.
Hey friends, Kate from venisonfordinner.com here with your bi-weekly video. Would it be called bi-weekly for twice a week, or is bi-weekly every other week? Every Wednesday and Saturday, I'm hitting you with a new video. So, subscribe so you don't miss them. And there's also lots to check out if you feel like you want to binge. I think I overfilled this a bit much. I was checking a message when I took the lid off and it exploded. That's like a decoration stocking.
Hey, it says Hope.
Oh, there you go.
You could give it to Hope.
My favorite lemon.
Your favorite lemon?
Mac, aren't you gonna help us decorate the tree and stuff?
No.
So these stacks, we'll take a quick look, but these ones should all be fine. They didn't have any frozen potatoes in them. That's why we made sure we kept them separate. We made it through the first stacks, these one and these ones, only this many frozen potatoes. However, this one potato, had we not come and looked back through here, shavings, it was on a top crate. When this rotted, it would have dripped through and ruined so many potatoes. That's why us coming back through again. We'll probably do it again in another couple days just to be certain.
This is part 2 of potato catastrophe.
Yeah, but there's not many. And like this one, it was one we're like, was it or not? I don't know. Let's better safe than sorry. Let's just cook it. So when we get to a potato that's got a wet spot on it, but it's a wet spot because it got dripped on by a thawing potato, we're just, who cares that I'm already in my town jeans, I guess. Drying it off.
I'm never not in my town jeans.
Oh, yes.
Because they're my farm jeans as well.
We're just drying them off and putting them back in.
Okay, this one's good.
So the dogs, we have Sky Blue in front, Pepper in back. Pepper is 5. Pepper is really good in the cold. There's only been a couple times when she's wanted to come inside, but she doesn't come in for very long before she wants out. Sky Blue is just over 1, and she has not asked to come inside once. We brought her inside one day, but she has not been frosted up at all, whereas Pepper has been frosted around her face and such. They have a place out of the wind with an old bear skin, and they snuggle in there. Cleon Brodus is still a pup. He's only 4 or 5 months old. He does really well down to about -20, and then he wants inside. That's a combination of he just doesn't have much body fat, and he's shorter hair, but down to -20, he has no problem. That's like -5 Fahrenheit. Anyhow, I need to go get some alfalfa pellets. These new huge mitts in town. I also got Marius and Hamish new mitt gloves because Mac had these ones and they were both really jealous of them. And I was like, oh, a few days to Christmas. Then I'm like, you know what? It's so cold right now. They get them. Also, I need to put my hand back in my glove because you have to film without a glove on and it's too cold for this. This is 40 pounds of cheese. This is all the cheese I've made in the last month. Marius vacuum sealed and labeled it all for me so it can continue aging without drying out in the root cellar.
You good boy.
Yeah.
Where is she? Get these from?
They're from the Smithers grower. It's a huge thing. I'm trying to pick it up and I can't hardly pick it up.
I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah, the oysters.
I can't wait to grow them. I can't wait to grow them.
It's hard to see the snow, but it is snowing a good bit. And we got, let's see how much snow we got. There was no snow on the deck. So, a good 4 inches, I think. It's still snowing and it's supposed to keep snowing. We need the snow so bad. Snow is really good insulation, and this is why we had a problem in our root cellar. The texture of freeze-dried mushrooms is really interesting. Like, they rehydrate just like it. It's quite wild. So we have 4 trays of these plus 8 trays in the dehydrator because we wanted to just get them all dealt with. You want to press the button? Oh, there you go. All good. We were invited to a skating, sledding, baby shower party on Christmas Eve tomorrow. So if it's not our family gathering, I always ask about the food situation so that I can ensure my family has what they need to eat. So they had said that they had bought a big tray of like different squares from Costco. So I am making, I need a gluten-free dessert for our Christmas dinner too. So I'm making 2 pans of cheesecake brownies, gluten-free, and A2 dairy, so Amos can eat them. So this means that Amos, Hamish, and I all have a treat we can have. Chocolate's gonna be served for the kids, so I'm gonna be bringing our hot chocolate mix and milk because Mac and Amos and I, well, Mac and Amos especially, can't do powdered hot chocolate mix from the store. Mac, it gives them an instant stomachache, gives me an instant stomachache too, but adults are gonna have coffee, so I'll just have coffee. And Amos can't have not A2 dairy. And then they said they were gonna do a cheese platter, and I love to bring cheese platters places, so I was like, I'll bring a cheese platter. So a cheese platter is my like potluck contribution, but then I'm also bringing the brownies and hot chocolate mix. And then I'm gonna bring you, yeah. How exciting. And then I'm actually also making a big batch of chai tea because my friend said that if she was getting around to it, she was gonna make a big batch. She was gonna make like chai tea mix to add water, like just have it in the crock pot. And since she's hosting, and I know she has a lot on her plate, I was like, you know what? I've been meaning to make a big batch of chai, so I'm making one. I'll save some for us and bring some there. So a lot of this, while it feels like I'm doing a lot for tomorrow for this party, the chai mix will also be for our Christmas celebrations. I make an extra pan of brownies for our Christmas celebration. So I'm trying to just like double time wherever possible to make the best use of my time. I'm making a cheese platter to bring to a party. I have a cumin and red pepper clabber cultured Gouda. I have, so everyone except for this one is made with Holstein milk. Remember when I had that Holstein, and you can tell the color difference. It's an Asiago, it's amazing. This is a cumin Gouda, mesophilic cultured, clabber cultured Manchego, red pepper Alpine, also clabber cultured. Let's see, this is close to 2 years old. This is close to a year old, and everything else is made this past summer. So I'm gonna add some bear salami in there right now.
But the angel said to them, do not be afraid. I'm bringing you good news that will cause great joy for all the people. Today in the town of David, a Savior has been born to you. He's the Messiah.
We're just getting this place nice. We're going to go come here later.
Rowan. Here is our Merry Christmas Day. This is not a new snowmobile or anything. This is a friend of ours with his snowmobile at our house. And he was showing the boys how to turn better on their snowmobile, demonstrating it on his snowmobile. And Mac decided that was frightening and a death trap. Hamish quickly jumped on our snowmobile to try these sort of turns himself and promptly got himself stuck in a fence. So the difference in their reactions was quite funny. And we'll see what sort of trouble they get themselves into on our sled now.
Can you open the chain?
So can you.
I know, but oh, it's actually a lot heavier.
Sure. This is the wooden. I'll be as clean as I can.
You have to like.
What did you say this was, Kate?
You have to.
Good morning, friends. It's Boxing Day and I am making cheese. Boxing Day is December 26th. Ay. Rowan and Freya are playing with Play-Doh. I'm also making butter. Marius is shoveling some snow so he can dip water to see where our water level's at, and then he is chopping up firewood. The boys, I think, are tidying in their room, and then they're going to do some snow shoveling. Amos just went down for a nap. We have family coming over about 1 or 2 o'clock for our Christmas meal. It's not really dinner. And yeah, I made bun dough because I have to make buns for my contribution. And fridge was full, so we needed to make cheese. Contest. I'm also working on clearing counters and windowsills, sorting into piles on where things go because we have gathered way too many things in this counter kitchen situation. I'm going to put butter in the fridge to chill so that I could bag it up, and in the fridge I found another thing of butter. I had a little chuckle, but that happens often that I go to put butter to chill and I find the last butter still waiting there from when I did it. Not that it was that long ago, but just funny. That fridge kind of freezes thing. It's more like a freezer than a fridge. My cheese is flipped, pressing. Well, it pressed and then it flipped. I got buns rising, and I think I'm going to do one tray. I'm just like a cover in a bunch of Asiago before I bake it.